Many significant events have transpired since Israel chose a violent response against Palestinians following the condemnable attack by Hamas in Israel, which regrettably resulted in the loss of many innocent lives. I strongly condemn this and fervently wish it had never occurred. Yet finding the words to describe the horrors that Israel has subjected the entire civilian population in Gaza to is a daunting task. It's becoming increasingly apparent that the Israeli authorities may have allowed the attack as a pretext to pursue a more aggressive agenda. It is becoming evident that their motive may be the complete displacement of the Gaza population. If that is not the case, then one would question why Benjamin Netanyahu believes the Palestinian issue can be resolved through the use of bombs and bullets. Why is he not actively seeking ways to secure the release of hostages before instead focusing on decimating and turning Gaza into a wasteland? Please help raise awareness by sharing this special video with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest developments in Palestine. The individuals enduring the Israeli onslaughts in Gaza are children of God, and they're under the protection of the most powerful and benevolent God. I believe Allah allows this event to unfold for a reason. As humans, we may wish for a world where such suffering does not exist, but we are merely vessels in the hands of Allah, and He alone determines our fate. With this perspective in mind, Allah may be using the Israeli-Palestinian issue to impart some lessons to the occupiers. First, He unleashed the wrath of nature, leading to widespread flooding in many parts of Israel, causing major disruptions and major outages. Roads became impassable, and the land they had taken away from people became inhospitable. Then came a new disease afflicting the occupiers' soldiers fighting in Gaza. Many online videos, such as the one we're about to watch right now, suggested that the soldiers were experiencing unusual phenomenon. In this video, we will explore the situation from a purely natural medical perspective and shed light on what is happening to these soldiers.
Do not underestimate the power of dua. I started off by saying nothing is impossible for Allah. You think you're weak? Yes, we are all weak. But that weakness, the only one who's going to eradicate it for you is Allah.
The unverified video appears to depict occupiers, soldiers discussing their experience of seeing ghosts. However, the truth behind the claim is strange, a supernatural manifestation of a mental disorder. It seems that Allah has afflicted them with a form of mental illness, specifically resembling schizophrenia. Individuals with schizophrenia often exhibit positive symptoms such as auditory hallucinations, which involve hearing voices or sound that are not perceivable by others, while visual hallucinations are less common. They can also occur. In this case, the occupied soldiers may have been grappling with visual hallucinations. Furthermore, they may be suffering from delusions, which are false beliefs held strongly despite contradictory evidence. Common delusions associated with schizophrenia include paranoid delusions that believing others are conspiring against the individual, and grandiose delusions believing in special powers or significance, among others.
Do not underestimate the power of dua. I started off by saying nothing is impossible for Allah. You think you're weak? Yes, we are all weak. But that weakness, the only one who's going to eradicate it for you is Allah.
Medically, these symptoms could be treated But this situation may prove resistance to medical intervention possibly perceived as a divine punishment for their oppressive actions toward Palestinian women and children. At the time of recording this video, Israel had ordered 1.1 million Palestinians in northern Gaza to evacuate their homes, resulting in tragic consequences for those who complied. The relentless bombing campaigns had devastated entire neighborhoods, leading to casualties among fleeing civilians. The dire state of affairs extended to Lebanon, with reports from the state-run national news agency indicating that 2 cars, one of which carried a local journalist, were struck by an Israeli airstrike between the towns of Ayanata and Itarun. In response, Hezbollah responded with a firing of ground rockets from southern Lebanon into Israel, and there were unconfirmed reports of an Israeli civilian losing their life in the process. Amid this tumultuous situation, we must reflect on Allah's guidance as mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2, verse 214. Or do you think that you will enter paradise while such trial has not yet come to you, as came to those who passed on before you, that were touched by poverty and hardship, and were shaken until even the messenger and those who believed with him said, when is the help of Allah? Unquestionably, Allah's help is near. Surah Al-Imran chapter 3, verse 185. Every soul will taste death, and you will only be given your full compensation on the day of resurrection. So he who is drawn away from the fire and admitted to paradise has attained his desire, but the life of this world is only the enjoyment of deception. Please help us raise awareness by liking and sharing this video with others. Don't forget to subscribe to stay connected with us for future updates. Until we meet next time, take care